What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. Welcome back for another daily news video on another Sunday, where I probably will end the video by saying hopefully something will happen. And if it doesn't happen this week, then I don't know when it will happen. But we have some things to go over with. The Rovella story. He's potentially leaving again. Lukaku speaking up. I'm not gonna go into depth about that because I'm doing. I will save that as a main topic for the live after this one. So join or check that out afterwards. Zakaria, Kessie, The Winter, Junior, McKennie, like actually all sales most most of the transfer news. But that's actually what we have been waiting for. To be honest, the last month and a half. But yeah, let's dive straight into the main topic, and that's Rovella. Okay, so the main story is that Rovella could be on his way out again. Now, a lot of people were shocked. I wasn't surprised by that news. I'm not saying it's true. It's a fact. It's gonna happen. I'm not saying that, but I will not be surprised if that happens. Actually, I've said it months ago when that news came out that he's staying for certain. I was like, I'm not sure about it. I will include him in the lineup, in the potential players lineup in terms of how many midfielders we have. But when that news came out, I wasn't shocked that that news was out there. The news is that he could leave on loan, with Monza being one of the first options. We are pushing for Kessie, and that's also something I think I said that last week. It's very confusing. Why? Like, what is happening? What do we not know? Because if you look at the current setup of that team, and we don't play in the Conference League, we don't play European football, we have too many to please everybody. So what do we not know? What is missing? And what's missing is not Miretti leaving on loan, but then even then you're still in the same situation. Another midfielder is potentially leaving. And it could be Rovella. Fagioli's not leaving, Locatelli's not leaving, Rabiot's not leaving, Pogba's apparently staying. So who's out? It could be Rovella. It could be Rovella. Like, it could be that he goes on loan. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I was never one of the persons who was thinking that he's gonna be 100% sure he's gonna play. He's injured. He's out for 15 days. He picks up, like, he missed 28 games, and people say, that's not much. It's much at his age. It's worrying at his age. Like, it's something you need to keep an eye on. It is what it is. Like, if it happened 2 years ago or not, he picks up injuries. 15 days, okay, it's preseason, whatever. But if you miss 28 games out of 90, that's almost a third. That's a lot. Even if it's 30 out of 100, at that age, that's a bit, if you're going to be a first choice and you want to play it basically 90% of the games in the season, whatever, that's a bit iffy. I don't believe he's going to start if he stays. I think he will play Locatelli there. I do believe that, unless he signs Kessie, then things might, change a little bit. I don't see him playing Rovella. Preseason, Locatelli played in that position, obviously, because there's nobody else. But I believe Locatelli will start the season in that position again, unless we sign Kessie and he does something like he did with Matuidi and he goes straight into the team. Other than that, I don't see Rovella playing that much. No. Also Fagioli. I forgot Fagioli, to add Fagioli in that list. So we're pushing for Kessie. Somebody is about to leave, and it's not just Miretti on loan. That's all I'm saying. So keep an eye on that story. Talking about Kessie, it's from Corriere dello Sport, saying that they're still pushing. There's also Tottenham in for the player. The loan deal agreement with Barcelona isn't really the issue. The issue is that Kessie wants to stay at Barcelona or go to the Premier League. Now, according to English sources, Tottenham are not in for him. It's actually Italian reports suggesting it, but he wants to play Premier League football or stay at Barcelona. How are you going to convince a player to come back to the Serie A when he has those options, or like wants those options, and potentially could get that option with Tottenham being in for him? So actually the news from this week and starting from Monday, from tomorrow, is Giuntoli will be in London, but for what and who, we don't actually know. It could be for so many reasons. So let's see on Monday what actually will happen, and it needs to happen. But Zakaria, Kessie, excuse me, at this moment in time, is a weird story. It's a weird story because I'm not saying we're covered in that position because like you have Rovella, Locatelli should not be playing that position. He should be pushed a bit higher up the field and be more involved in actually the build up and stuff like playing because I think he's terrible in building up play from that DM position. I don't think he's good at it at all. Um, but the Kessie one remains a very strange story. I'll keep saying it because I don't get it. I don't get it based on what we already have in the squad. I'm confused. But as of now, the issue is convincing Kessie. There's also story out that Juntali is gonna personally talk to Kessie again to try to convince him, but let's see how that will go. Now, what he could be doing in London is Zakaria. This from Zettel Sport saying that um, the West Ham thing isn't gone. It's for a fee of between 18 and 20 million. Monaco and Leipzig are also in the background. There have been rumors that Monaco are actually willing to pay that money as well. He's going to be in London apparently on Monday, starting from Monday, to discuss that. West Ham actually apparently is the only Premier League club who haven't signed a player yet, something like that. So uh, weird, strange. They got the Declan Rice money, but they haven't done anything with it. So it's a weird situation. But you have that Declan Rice money. You better get that money now. Hoyland is going to Manchester United, excuse me, for 75 plus 10 million euros. Like they got scammed. They got scammed for a player who scored 9 goals. That goes for Vlahovic as well. If you sell less than 19, I don't care if he's worth more than 19 or less than 19. You are setting the price now. I don't care if it's Bayern. That's if you don't pay up, he's gonna stay. We need to be more ruthless with these things because Atalanta have done a fantastic job for a player who scored 9 Serie A games. He scored, I think, less goals than Rabiot. It's mad. Like it's absolutely crazy. Yes, you're buying into potential, but that's insane. That's absolutely insane. And credit to Atalanta because they've pulled it off. They found a club that's absolutely desperate. They have money to burn, like all the Premier League clubs. But we failed already with the Kulusevski one, and that doesn't give me a good, look ahead of what could happen. It's like the Delict story last season when people said, "Oh, we made a profit on the books." We got scammed. We sold for less than we paid for him. I don't care about profits in the book. We got absolutely scammed. That's what it is. There's no ifs and buts. Look at what's happening in European football. We do a terrible job at selling players. So let's see how this will go. Another player we're trying to load off is the Winter. Apparently close to Genoa, Frosinone, Lille, Everton also interested in him. According to Romeo, Genoa as of now are the front runners, and it's gonna be a definite sale. No loan. There's no talks about a potential buyback option. The talks was, or like the scenarios were he's gonna stay or he's gonna leave. Full sale, full stop, selling, and that's it. And apparently it's gonna be the second one. Is Genoa? I don't know, maybe 10 mil you can get for him from Genoa. If we're gonna sell and we're not gonna include an option, you better hope Everton or Lille are coming in because they have more money. Like Frosinone, like that's nothing. And you actually better hope it's Everton because they have a lot of money to spend, and they're also kind of desperate. So let's see. But the Winter's gone. I think he's gone. He didn't play against Milan. He was fit. Same for Bernechea, but that's a different story. So what's going to happen with the center backs? Who knows? Is that Gonzalez kid who's coming in tomorrow apparently for his medicals? Everybody's speaking highly about him. I've not watched him, so I cannot say yes or no. Apparently, he had a great under 20 World Cup, but so do a lot of youngsters. So it's not a guarantee that he's gonna do fantastic and he's gonna be an amazing player. Like we hope so. It's also not certain that he's actually gonna remain with the club. There's talks about a loan. So you need to see, is Hoysa maybe the guy that's actually gonna be in and around the first team? Who knows? The only thing I know, our center backs or like our back line is terrible. Like it's actually really really poor. But that's what it is. Move on to the next type of sales, potential sales, as McKennie. Also from Zetro Sport, they are saying there's a possibility of McKennie returning to the Premier League as he's currently reintegrated in the squad, but still on the market, along with Ealing Jr., for whom Juve is seeking a fee of 20 to 25 million. Now, Jr. is not asking to leave. The club is not open, like not praying to sell or like very eager to sell. But if that offer comes in, I will tell you now the club will accept it. You know, we're in for Carlos Augusto. Sandro's going nowhere. Kostic is a preferred option. Play 3-5-2. If an offer comes in, they are dropping Ealing Jr. Big mistake, big shame. It's all about money. We need the money. Quick bucks, quick money, quick buck, quick fee, quick way to make money. But if you utilize him in a good manner and you move away from that 3-5-2 and you actually do something with your center backs and you tell players like Alexandro and Danilo, you know, you play fullback, and if you're not good enough, that's your issue, and that's going to be long term not good for your future at the club. Obviously, Sandro's gone after this season, but for Danilo, you need to build a squad to make the youngsters or the younger players, the players that who have great potential and have a good sell-on value if that potential, actually explodes. That's what you need to do. We are not doing that, and that's absolutely scary. The thoughts of that are scary. Even with Chiesa 3-5-2, then why did you keep Milik? You know, because I don't get that as well. You know, if you play 3-5-2, if you have Vlahovic or you have Lukaku, whatever, you have 3 strikers and 1 whatever Chiesa and a 3-5-2. Like, squad building is very strange with us. But it is what it is. I would not sell McKennie. I would sell McKennie in a heartbeat. He's terrible. Like, terrible footballer. Like, it is what it is. Like, technically, not gifted at all. And the more you see him play, even in preseason, like, I was like, what am I watching? Like, you're absolutely garbage in possession. Like, it is what it is. You're not good. Like, you're not good. He wants to go to the Premier League. He did a terrible job at Leeds. So I have no idea which club is going to go coming in for him again. So I will be surprised if we actually sell McKennie this summer, you know. But he's on the market. So is Junior if that offer comes in. Now, the end of the story, the end of the video, is the Lukaku thing. Juventus, like I said, going to London this week and try to agree a deal for Lukaku within 10 days. There are no offers for Dusan, and according to Corriere dello Sport, a swap deal with Chelsea is on the table, potentially. I'm not so certain about that. I think they want cash for Lukaku, but there's no offer for Vlahovic, like I've been saying for 3 weeks now. There's a video about Lukaku in Belgium, you know, over here, speaking in Dutch, saying, I don't think it's going to happen. And he was pointing towards, because the person said, don't say Forza Juve. If you sign for Juve, don't go. And he said, I don't think it's going to happen. Not that he's going to not say Forza Juve. That deal is not going to happen. But he's not, like, he's being, quote unquote, ambushed and filmed by guys. He's not going to say it's going to happen. Like, he's going to say, I don't think it's going to happen, you know. He could have easily said nothing. He could have easily said, well, that's bullshit, you know. But the fact that he said, I don't think it's going to happen, kind of suggests, and it's some truth, like, there's truth about him, you know. He's not responding to Inter. He's not accepting that Saudi deal as of now. He's waiting on us, you know. It is what it is, but there's no offer for Vlahovic, so that's the current situation. And let's see. The way I end every video, especially on a Sunday evening, let's see what will happen starting from Monday. And things better happen, because the longer it takes, the worse it gets for us. You know, if things happen late, that's not good going into the new season. That's it for this video. Like the video, subscribe. If you want to become a member, link for that in the description, as well as the Discord link. If you join, or if you don't join, you can still join the Discord. But if you join, you have much more in that Discord. You know, the prediction league, you can win stuff, giveaways, you can join the channel, and stuff like that. But yeah, catch me live in a couple of hours, or rewatch live whenever you're done watching this. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Ciao.